When I reflect on success, my thoughts don't automatically turn to business achievements. Instead, I think of harmony. One of the greatest insights I've gathered along my journey is that no matter how demanding life becomes, there's always room to nurture both mind and body. Among the habits that significantly reshaped my life, daily practice of Tai Chi stands out. Tai Chi is more than a martial art. It is a flowing meditation, a moving balance of energy and breath. Each morning, before the demands of the day begin, I dedicate time to this ancient practice. The purpose isn't solely to build physical strength, but to cultivate mental clarity. True resilience, I've learned, comes from aligning the mind and body. When they move together in unity, decision-making becomes sharper and challenges become more manageable. At first, many see practices like Tai Chi as unnecessary or even a waste of precious time. In the beginning, your body resists, aching from unfamiliar movements. The mind remains restless, tangled in worries. Yet, with patience, a transformation takes place. You begin to experience a new vitality, a focused energy that extends into every part of life. It's this grounded energy that I bring into both my work and personal relationships. I often share a simple piece of advice with my employees and friends. If you want to catch the rabbit, the solution isn't to change the rabbit, it's to change yourself. This truth applies not only to Tai Chi, but to any practice that creates harmony between body and mind. I wasn't the brightest student growing up, but Tai Chi taught me something that outshined intelligence: the power of patience and unwavering consistency. People frequently ask me how I managed to sustain the energy necessary to build Alibaba, especially during its early years filled with hardships. My answer is straightforward: balance. When the body is worn down, the mind cannot function at its best. When the mind is burdened, the body follows. Achieving a state of balance allows every other aspect of life to come into alignment. I vividly remember the early days of Alibaba. Resources were scarce. We lacked funding, advanced technology, and sophisticated tools. Yet what we did possess was a clear sense of purpose and a steady inner strength. Daily Tai Chi anchored me, offering a moment of peace before facing the daily battles. That calm space in the morning became the foundation for clear thinking, resilience, and strategic action. If you want to experience meaningful change in your life over the next 30 days, start by choosing a simple practice. It could be a morning walk, a short run, yoga, or gentle stretching, anything that creates intentional movement. What matters most is developing the habit. Your body will respond with gratitude, and your mind will find new energy and sharpness. Over time, you'll notice that challenges don't shake you as easily, and decisions come with greater confidence. Whenever someone asks how to stay energized and clear-headed during tough times, I always offer the same encouragement: find a daily practice that moves both your body and mind. When I first committed to this, there were mornings when leaving the bed felt impossible. Fatigue and doubt would whisper, urging me to give up. But consistency, even when motivation faltered, became the bridge to transformation. This journey is not limited to business success. It touches every part of life. When you prioritize self-care, the world around you shifts. Relationships deepen, opportunities grow, and your overall happiness improves. Remember, true success begins within. By nurturing both your body and your mind each day, you build the foundation for a life filled with strength, clarity, and lasting fulfillment. The positive energy you nurture within yourself has a powerful ripple effect. Before you know it, you're influencing not only your own path, but also lifting those who walk beside you. So, if you're holding out for the perfect time to start caring for your well-being, let me ask you, if not today, then when? Stop waiting. The best moment you have is right now. You possess the ability to reshape your future with one small commitment. Begin by moving your body daily and nourish your mind with care. As you do, you'll witness everything else around you begin to shift in remarkable ways. Through my personal journey, one important truth became clear: true success demands quality sleep. Early on, I believed that sacrificing sleep for extra hours of work would make me more productive. Reality told me otherwise. Rest is essential. It's the fuel that sharpens your mind and strengthens your body. By setting a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, you teach your body to operate at its best. You'll find yourself waking up renewed, ready to face challenges with strength and clarity. Too often we get caught up in endless scrolling on social media or answering late-night emails, unaware that we're only increasing our restlessness. To break free from this cycle, it's important to create a peaceful nighttime routine. I personally find that reading a good book or spending a few quiet moments in meditation helps center my mind before sleep. Remember, the opportunity to change begins now. Building a healthy relationship with sleep today can dramatically transform your productivity and focus. Crafting a consistent bedtime is one of the simplest yet most impactful habits you can form. As your body adapts to a steady rhythm, you'll notice a boost in your mood, sharper mental focus, and greater resilience through challenges. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's a foundation for achievement, clarity, and long-term success. Another crucial factor is creating an environment that encourages restful sleep. A quiet, uncluttered space, free from electronic distractions, sets the stage for true rest. Investing in a good mattress, dimming the lights, and eliminating noise can make a significant difference. Caring for your physical and mental well-being through intentional rest is a non-negotiable part of reaching your highest potential. Now is the perfect time to begin. Take the first simple step toward better sleep and watch how it transforms your entire outlook in just a few days. In the rush and pressure of daily living, there's another vital element we often overlook: our breathing. Most of us breathe without giving it a second thought, unaware of the deep connection between breath and emotional stability. Yet practicing mindful breathing has the power to renew not just your mind, but your entire approach to stress. By focusing on each inhalation and exhalation, you allow your brain to receive more oxygen, helping to calm your thoughts and re-energize your spirit. When under pressure, our breathing often becomes rapid and shallow, heightening feelings of anxiety. But shifting to slow, steady breaths can completely change that reaction. Mindful breathing serves as a bridge to greater peace, patience, and inner strength. It's a simple practice, yet profoundly impactful for those seeking real change. Take a few moments each day to breathe deeply, and you'll see how even life's most stressful moments begin to lose their hold. When you prioritize your sleep, movement, and breathing, you aren't simply surviving, you are thriving. Your future self will thank you for the decisions you make today. So why wait? Step into a healthier, more powerful version of yourself starting now. You can practice mindful breathing anytime, no matter where you are, at work, at home, or even during a simple walk outside. Taking a few minutes to reconnect with your breath can quickly bring a sense of relief and sharpen your mental focus. This method is a powerful way to ease everyday stress. Life brings its fair share of challenges and moments of pressure, yet how we respond to these situations can transform the entire experience. When you manage your breathing, you naturally manage your reactions to the world around you. This ability to maintain emotional balance is critical for making wiser, calmer decisions. Adding mindful breathing into your daily rhythm can truly shift your ability to stay composed and focused, even under pressure. Beyond easing tension, mindful breathing boosts your energy levels. Proper breathing ensures that both your body and mind are fueled with the oxygen they need to perform optimally. Each intentional breath revitalizes your system, helping to clear away mental fog and emotional exhaustion. There's a reason many mindfulness and meditation practices emphasize the importance of breathing. It acts as a vital bridge connecting the mind and the body. Another significant benefit of mindful breathing is the mental clarity. As you breathe deeply, your thoughts settle, making it easier to approach challenges with a clear and steady mind. This is particularly valuable in moments of high stress or when faced with important choices. Many times, the answers we seek are already within us, but mental clutter prevents us from recognizing them. Mindful breathing acts as a gentle tool to clear that noise, allowing a fresh perspective to emerge. Bringing this practice into your life doesn't require drastic changes. You can begin with short 5-minute sessions of deep, focused breathing. These brief moments can create a meaningful shift in how you feel and how you perform throughout the day. You can even integrate mindful breathing during activities like commuting, waiting in line, or taking short work breaks. With consistency, mindful breathing becomes second nature. Soon, the benefits to your productivity, mental health, and emotional resilience will become clearly visible. If you're serious about making real changes over the next 30 days, begin by focusing on something as basic yet powerful as your breath. Breathe deeply, stay present, and notice how your stress lessens while your energy rises. Mindful breathing offers a simple yet profound path toward lasting change in your daily life. In today's fast-paced world, where technology claims much of our time and attention, this practice is more important than ever. Technology itself is an incredible advancement. It has transformed communication, learning, and access to information. However, it's important to ask, are you in control of technology, or has it started controlling you? Many of us unknowingly allow endless scrolling to consume large parts of our day, draining both focus and emotional energy. If you're seeking transformation within 30 days, setting healthy boundaries around your technology use is a crucial step. Hours spent scrolling through social media can cause you to lose connection with your goals and personal identity. It's easy to get caught up in the highlight reels others share and lose sight of your own journey. The time spent comparing, consuming, and reacting could instead be invested into personal growth, nurturing passions, and chasing dreams. Growth thrives in an environment free from constant distractions. By establishing limits on screen time, you create valuable space for yourself. Space to rediscover old hobbies, cultivate new skills, or simply reconnect with your inner drive. Reducing time spent on social media opens up mental and emotional energy you can channel toward what truly matters. Imagine reclaiming hours every week that were once lost to mindless scrolling and using that time to build, create, reflect, and grow. True change starts with small, intentional actions. Begin with conscious breathing. Pair it with mindful use of technology. These small daily choices can open the door to extraordinary results in your life. Stay present, protect your energy, and watch how everything around you begins to shift for the better. You'll begin to feel lighter, more present, and truly engage with your real life and the people around you. The reality is, life away from screens holds a depth that is often underestimated. Social media has its benefits, like keeping in touch and supporting professional connections, but it should never control the rhythm of your day. What matters most is finding a healthy rhythm, one where time is intentionally devoted to your personal growth and overall well-being. When you cut down the hours spent scrolling, you open up valuable space to focus on your dreams, reflect on your path, and invest energy into things that genuinely uplift you. Picture yourself chasing a meaningful goal. If your attention keeps drifting back to endless updates and notifications, your progress will suffer. Achieving success demands undivided focus and a heart anchored in purpose. Every moment reclaimed from mindless scrolling becomes an opportunity, a chance to learn something new, nurture a hidden talent, or simply rest and recharge your spirit. These seemingly small changes, though subtle at first, will compound into major improvements in your productivity, emotional health, and self-confidence. By stepping back from the constant noise online, you also reconnect with yourself. You gain a clearer understanding of your emotions, your ambitions, and what genuinely fills you with joy. Prioritizing moments of reflection and self-care strengthens the foundation needed for real growth. Creating balance between your online presence and your offline experiences allows you to stay centered and aligned with what truly matters. If you are serious about making a real shift in your life, the best time to begin is right now. Set boundaries around your social media habits and open up more time for yourself. This one decision could completely reshape your days, giving you the clarity and freedom to pursue what truly enriches your life. Spending intentional time away from digital noise helps you reconnect with your dreams, deepen your relationships, and strengthen your inner peace. It's in those quiet moments, free from distractions, that your most powerful breakthroughs often happen. Growth, focus, creativity, and resilience flourish when you allow yourself space to breathe. Equally important is caring for your mental health just as diligently as you care for your physical body. Balance is necessary across every part of life, and the mind is no exception. In today's fast-paced world, filled with stress and constant pressure, training your mind to stay grounded becomes one of the most powerful skills you can cultivate. Practicing mindfulness is a simple but life-changing way to strengthen this ability. Mindfulness means living fully in the present, appreciating what is happening right now without getting tangled in worries or regrets. It doesn't mean pretending problems don't exist. It means meeting them with calm awareness instead of fear or anxiety. Far too often, people get swept up in negative thoughts or future concerns, which only adds more stress. But when you anchor yourself in the present, you gain a clearer view of your choices and the wisdom to act with intention. In my personal journey, developing mental clarity has been a major advantage in navigating challenges, making decisions, and maintaining inner peace. Adding mindfulness to your daily routine doesn't require a complete overhaul. You can start with a few minutes each day, whether it's focusing on your breathing, appreciating your surroundings, or pausing to reflect on your thoughts without judgment. Small steps lead to big changes. Choosing to be more mindful, cutting back on digital distractions, and intentionally caring for your inner world will open the door to a stronger, more fulfilling life. The power to transform your future lies in how you choose to invest your attention today. It can begin with something as simple as focusing on your breath while carrying out everyday activities like washing dishes or taking a shower. These small moments of awareness gradually train your mind to remain anchored in the present. Over time, you'll notice a remarkable shift in how you approach stress and daily pressures. Training your mind to stay centered builds emotional resilience, a key quality for achieving lasting success in both your personal and professional life. This doesn't eliminate challenges, but it does mean you'll approach them with a calmer attitude and a stronger sense of determination. In crucial moments and times of uncertainty, being able to maintain your composure can be the factor that sets you apart from those who lose hope. Mindfulness also opens your eyes to the small, beautiful details of daily living that often pass by unnoticed. When your thoughts are consumed with worries about tomorrow or regrets about yesterday, you miss the richness of today. But when you practice mindfulness, you begin to find joy and meaning in simple actions and moments. This sense of gratitude becomes a cornerstone of a peaceful, fulfilling life. Another major advantage is that mindfulness significantly lowers stress levels. A mind that is centered and alert transforms overwhelming problems into manageable tasks. You create mental space to pause, think, and respond with wisdom rather than react impulsively. This habit strengthens your focus on long-term goals, helping you navigate life's noise without losing sight of what truly matters. If you're searching for a simple yet powerful way to increase your mental strength and gain better control over your emotions, start practicing mindfulness. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. Just 5 minutes a day, through focused breathing, mindful movement, or intentional presence during routine activities, can plant the seeds of transformation. Over time, this daily practice sharpens your stress management skills and nurtures the mental clarity needed for sound decision-making and achievement. In today's fast-moving world, keeping your mind focused and grounded is more valuable than ever. Speaking of valuable habits, one timeless practice that can completely transform your life is reading. If there's one activity that stretches your mind, fuels your imagination, and transports you to new possibilities, it's the simple act of reading. When you make time to read, you are making one of the best investments in yourself. Books offer wisdom gathered from the experiences of others, enabling you to learn important lessons without enduring every hardship personally. If you're serious about transforming your life in the next 30 days, commit to reading every day. No matter how full your schedule seems, there's always a few minutes you can devote to reading. And by reading, I'm not referring solely to business manuals or self-improvement guides. While those certainly have their place, the real key is choosing material that genuinely inspires and challenges you to think differently. Knowledge is one of the most powerful assets you can gain. Reading enhances your vocabulary, sharpens your writing skills, and most importantly, reshapes your mindset. As you lose yourself in the words of a good book, you begin to view the world through fresh lenses. You explore new cultures, learn from the triumphs and failures of others, and find practical lessons you can apply to your own path. Quite often, the solution to a challenge you're facing is hidden in the pages of a book. That's why I make it a non-negotiable part of my routine. Reading allows growth even during moments of stillness. By reducing time spent on social media and increasing time with meaningful literature, you strengthen your focus and nurture self-discipline. Think of reading as a workout for your brain. The more you engage with books, the stronger and more flexible your mind becomes. And the best part, sometimes a single sentence can spark a life-changing idea or offer a new way to overcome an obstacle you're struggling with. Reading also serves as a much-needed balance to the fast pace of modern life. Immersing yourself in a book is like pressing pause on the outside world. It creates a sacred space where you're fully present, replenishing your energy while fueling creativity and boosting productivity. One of the key habits of highly successful people is a lifelong commitment to learning. And there are few better ways to keep learning, growing, and expanding your horizons than by picking up a book and allowing it to guide you toward greater wisdom and inspiration. Reading remains one of the most powerful and accessible ways to fuel your personal growth. Setting aside time each day to read builds a habit that can truly reshape your life. Even dedicating just 15 minutes daily strengthens your self-discipline and solidifies your commitment to ongoing improvement. Those few minutes might seem small at first, but over weeks and months, they compound into a wealth of knowledge that can open doors you never thought possible. So here's something to consider. What book will you pick up next? Keep in mind that knowledge equips you with the tools to shape your future. The opportunity is in your hands. It begins by opening the first page and allowing yourself to embark on a new journey of learning and personal development. If reading hasn't been part of your daily routine yet, today is the perfect time to start. The changes it brings will be deeply felt, not just in your thinking patterns, but also in the way you perceive and engage with the world around you. When we imagine personal transformation, we often picture massive, sweeping changes. There's a common belief that achieving dreams requires grand gestures, yet real lasting change is most often built through steady, small steps. A simple adjustment made consistently can produce a profound impact over time. The path to meaningful growth doesn't require you to overhaul your entire life in one day. In fact, trying to do too much at once can quickly become overwhelming, making it more likely you'll abandon your goals altogether. The real key lies in taking small, intentional action, one habit at a time. Whether it's waking up a little earlier, dedicating a few minutes to daily reading, or setting aside time for reflection, these small steps create momentum. Initially, the changes may seem almost invisible, but with consistent effort, their effects accumulate and gradually shape a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Imagine laying one brick at a time to build a towering structure. Each brick matters, and without them, the building would never stand. In the same way, each small habit you form strengthens the foundation of your future. With patience, consistency, and perseverance, you can accomplish goals that once seemed out of reach. Small changes are also easier to maintain because they create less internal resistance. When you aim to modify everything all at once, it often feels like an uphill battle. However, when you commit to something simple, like reading for 10 minutes a day, taking a daily walk, or drinking more water, success feels attainable. These small wins generate a sense of progress, fueling your motivation to continue. In time, these modest adjustments lead to massive improvement. A short daily workout can transform your health. A few quiet minutes spent in reflection or prayer can bring peace and clarity. Reading a chapter each night can broaden your perspective and sharpen your mind. Most importantly, building the habit of small, steady improvements fosters a lifestyle of continuous growth, a mindset crucial for achieving lasting success. So if you're looking to create meaningful change, start with one small habit today. Focus on it, nurture it, and allow it to grow. You may not witness immediate transformation, but stay committed. And within 30 days, you'll see remarkable differences not just in your results, but in how you feel about your life and your ability to shape it. Another critical aspect to achieving a fulfilling life is finding true balance between work and personal well-being. It's common to hear about work-life balance, but far fewer people manage to live it out successfully. In the pursuit of professional achievement, personal needs often get pushed aside. Yet without balance, the victories we chase after lose much of their meaning. Hard work is essential. Ambition drives us forward. However, life is meant to be lived fully, with time for family, hobbies, rest, and self-care. Genuine success is found not only in professional milestones, but also in the quality of the relationships we nurture and the joy we experience each day. The real challenge, then, is learning how to excel in your career while still making room for life's simple pleasures. Carving out moments for yourself, prioritizing time with loved ones, and cultivating interests outside of work are not distractions from success. They're essential ingredients for a meaningful, fulfilling life. Ask yourself today, how can you be highly productive while still savoring the richness life has to offer? Start small, remain consistent, and keep your eyes on building a future where success and happiness walk hand in hand. Every intentional step you take will lead you closer to a life well lived. The answer lies in understanding that balance doesn't mean spending less time working, but rather using that time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that many believe that the more hours they dedicate to their work, the greater their results will be. However, the true key to meaningful achievement lies in the quality of the time you invest in your task. not simply the quantity. When you approach your responsibilities with clarity, focus, and a structured plan, you can accomplish far more in significantly less time. This efficient use of energy allows you to carve out precious moments for what genuinely enriches your life. Bonding with loved ones, nurturing your hobbies, and safeguarding your mental and physical well-being. Striking a balance between work and personal life fuels more than just emotional well-being. It sharpens your productivity too. A rested mind thinks more clearly, makes wiser decisions, and adapts more readily to challenges. Prioritizing balance is not a luxury reserved for a select few. It's a foundational necessity for anyone aiming for lasting success. Those who master this equilibrium are better equipped to navigate life's pressures without falling prey to exhaustion and overwhelming stress. Achieving this harmony calls for intentional effort and discipline. It requires knowing when to pause, stepping back to reflect, and valuing time with the people who truly matter. In the hustle of daily obligations, it's easy to lose sight of what truly counts. But those moments spent with family, friends, and personal passions are what ground you in authentic living. They provide a sense of fulfillment that no professional milestone can replace. True success does not demand sacrificing one area of life for another. Instead, it comes from learning how to weave personal and professional spheres together in a balanced, thoughtful manner. When you establish a healthy rhythm between your career and your personal passions, you unlock the ability to thrive in both areas. You begin to experience growth that strengthens your career without depleting your health or happiness. To genuinely transform your life, start by reassessing how you use your time. Reflect on whether your priorities align with your values and whether you're nurturing yourself with the attention you deserve. Work-life balance is not an achievement you stumble upon in a single day. It's a steady journey of wise choices and consistent adjustments. Each small step leads to a richer, more satisfying existence. One of the most vital lessons learned through experience is recognizing the importance of managing stress before it manages you. When you allow yourself to become overwhelmed, your creative thinking dwindles, your energy drains, and your decision-making ability weakens. Stress will always be a part of any ambitious pursuit, but mastering how to handle it sets successful individuals apart. A powerful method for maintaining control over stress is learning to share responsibilities. Believing you must carry every burden alone is a fast track to burnout. You were never meant to shoulder everything yourself. Learning how to entrust tasks to others is not a weakness. It is a mark of science leadership and strategic growth. Delegating not only frees your own mental space, but also empowers others around you to rise and shine. Building a strong team begins with fostering trust. Many leaders resist delegating because they fear others won't meet their standards. Yet refusing to share responsibilities limits both personal growth and the growth of those around you. To create something truly lasting, you must invest in talented individuals and allow them the freedom to make meaningful contributions. Trusting others strengthens your leadership and broadens your reach. When you focus on collaboration instead of control, you discover the incredible potential of teamwork. Over time, you realize that the greatest strength lies not in doing everything yourself, but in building a network of capable, inspired people who grow alongside you. Prioritize quality over quantity. Embrace balance as a vital part of your success. And remember that strong leadership is built on trust and empowerment. By making these shifts, you'll not only enhance your professional life, but also cultivate a personal life filled with joy, health, and enduring fulfillment. And more importantly, you need to trust it. This not only reduces your stress levels, but also increases the effectiveness of teamwork. Avoiding excessive stress also means adopting a positive mindset when facing challenges. Difficulties will come, that's inevitable. But how you choose to deal with those challenges makes all the difference. Instead of viewing obstacles as something insurmountable, see them as opportunities for learning. When something goes wrong, and it will at some point, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple mindset shift can significantly reduce the pressure you feel. Another important aspect of reducing stress is knowing when to stop. Excessive stress often stems from the inability to disconnect from work. When you stay overly engaged with constant problems and worries, both your body and mind begin to feel the strain. Recognizing when to pause, recharge, and step back is vital for maintaining your energy, mental sharpness, and emotional balance. Sometimes giving yourself a little distance, is exactly what it takes to view challenges with renewed perspective and uncover solutions you might not have seen before. A major key to sustaining a balanced and productive life is realizing that you cannot oversee every single detail on your own. By learning the art of delegation, you free your mind to focus on the bigger picture, on the vision, the strategy, and the decisions that truly shape the future of your business or project. Delegating tasks not only strengthens your leadership, but also empowers your team to grow in independence, responsibility, and confidence. This shared growth builds a stronger, more resilient foundation for whatever you are building. If you want to steer clear of overwhelming stress and maintain clarity on your priorities, remember this: trust your team and embrace the power of delegation. Attempting to carry everything by yourself will only lead to burnout. Prioritize your mental and physical health, because without them, it's impossible to fully enjoy the rewards of your hard work. Success is a journey that requires endurance, not a race to a quick finish. To thrive for the long term, you must nurture both yourself and those who support your vision along the way. Jack Ma, co-founder of Alibaba and one of the most influential entrepreneurs of our time, recently delivered a powerful speech emphasizing how 5 simple daily habits can spark life-changing transformations within just 30 days. With his trademark enthusiasm and visionary mindset, Jack Ma shared insights on how small, intentional changes in daily routines can create extraordinary outcomes. He reminded everyone that true success is not limited to professional achievements. It also involves taking care of your body, mind, and personal happiness. Jack Ma first stressed the importance of daily physical activity for overall well-being, referencing his personal commitment to practicing Tai Chi. This ancient discipline not only strengthens the body, but also sharpens focus and nurtures inner calm, qualities that are essential for effective leadership and decision-making. Next, he emphasized the necessity of aligning the body's internal clock by maintaining a healthy sleep routine. He explained how proper rest directly impacts productivity, creativity, and energy levels throughout the day. A restless mind struggles to make sound decisions, while a well-rested one can see opportunities more clearly. Jack Ma also introduced the simple yet powerful practice of mindful breathing. He demonstrated that conscious breathing, while easy to overlook, serves as an incredible tool to release tension, restore focus, and elevate energy. Throughout his speech, Jack Ma highlighted the importance of creating boundaries around social media usage. Too much digital noise clutters the mind and steals precious time that could be used for growth, reflection, and nurturing personal passions. He went on to discuss the significance of mindfulness practices in strengthening mental health. Just as our bodies require exercise to stay strong, our minds need regular attention and care to remain resilient through life's ups and downs. Finally, Jack Ma circled back to one of his core teachings: the critical need to find a healthy balance between work and personal life. True achievement should never come at the cost of personal well-being. Delegating responsibilities, trusting your team, and prioritizing your health are essential ingredients for sustained success. Jack Ma's message was clear and inspiring. By making small, intentional changes every day, anyone can create a powerful ripple effect of positive transformation over time. His wisdom serves as a reminder that every great journey starts with a single step. Now that you've discovered these transformational habits, the real question is, will you take action today? As Jack Ma shared, the greatest breakthroughs often begin with simple, consistent efforts. There's no need to wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Each healthy habit you incorporate into your daily life, no matter how small it seems, moves you closer to the extraordinary life you envision. Which of these habits speaks to you the most? Will you commit to improving your sleep? Will you give more attention to your mental health? Or perhaps you'll start setting clear boundaries around social media to reclaim your focus. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Your journey could inspire someone else to begin theirs. And remember, whenever you need a fresh burst of inspiration, this space is here for you. Transformation begins the moment you choose to act. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay connected to more powerful, life-changing content. Thank you for watching. You've sacrificed your peace, your time, and your heart for someone who barely notices your presence. Day after day, you've shown up for them, hoping they'd finally see your worth. But all they've done is look right through you, like you were never even there. Let's pause and speak some truth. Truth that might sting, but is necessary. You've been giving your all to someone who's only been giving you excuses. They don't see your effort, your love, or your loyalty because you've made yourself too available. The more you give, the less they value it. The more you chase, the faster they back away. To them, you've become predictable, someone who's always around, always waiting, always ready to forgive. And because of that, they feel no urgency, no need to step up. You've handed over the keys to your peace of mind and let them dictate how you feel, how you think, how you show up. They're out there living life on their terms, barely offering you a second thought. Meanwhile, you're stuck in a waiting room they never even planned to visit. And deep down, you know this isn't right. Something inside you is calling out, saying, enough. So stop handing your energy to someone who doesn't even return a fraction of it. Reclaim what's yours. Take that same love you've been offering freely and give it to someone else. You. Start pouring it into the one person who deserves it most right now. Because here's the truth. People don't value what's constantly available. They value what they have to earn. When you're always there, always responding, always reaching out, they stop seeing your presence as meaningful. They stop treating you like you matter. But the moment you stop, the moment you go quiet, you shift the dynamic. Suddenly that space you used to fill with warmth, with attention, with love, it's empty. And that emptiness speaks louder than any words you've ever said. Now they're the ones wondering what changed, checking their phone for messages that aren't coming, thinking about what used to be. This isn't about playing mind games or trying to make them miss you. This is about waking up and recognizing what you truly deserve. It's about refusing to accept breadcrumbs when you deserve the whole meal. You're not some placeholder, some backup plan. You were never meant to be a second choice. You've got heart, you've got strength, and it's time they saw what life looks like without your constant presence, cleaning up their messes and filling their gaps. Let them feel the silence. Let them feel the weight of your absence, not to hurt them, but to heal yourself. Because the moment you stop waiting, stop checking in, stop hoping, they'll finally understand that they've lost something irreplaceable. And maybe, just maybe, they'll try to come back. But by then, it's not their choice anymore, it's yours. If they return, it won't be because you waited. It'll be because you moved forward and built something they couldn't ignore. And that right there is your power. You see, real strength isn't in hoping they'll come back. It's in realizing you never needed them in the first place. If you're still waiting on someone who never saw you in the light you deserved, you're still handing them power they never earned. But when you finally let go, when you stop checking your phone every 5 minutes, stop wondering what they're doing, or if they miss you, you take your power back, and something shifts in you. You begin to rebuild. You start investing in your growth, and your world becomes so full, so vibrant, that whether they're in it or not becomes irrelevant. Confidence doesn't chase. It doesn't beg. It doesn't whisper, please notice me. It walks quietly, firmly, and without apology. And the people who are meant to be in your life, they're drawn to that energy. They feel it without a word. Neediness, that's loud, that's heavy. People feel it before you speak. But confidence, it's silent thunder. It doesn't ask for permission. It knows it belongs. So take the first step. Stop handing your joy to someone who never asked to hold it. Stop waiting for that message, that call, that change that never comes. Because your worth isn't found in someone else's attention. It's already within you. Build a life that's so full of purpose, peace, and passion that their presence doesn't validate it and their absence doesn't shake it. The goal here isn't to make someone regret losing you. The real win is knowing you never needed to be chosen to be valuable. You always were. And now you finally see it. That's the kind of energy that drains you. Begging, pleading, hoping they see your worth. And the truth, people lose respect the moment they sense desperation. It tells them you're willing to shrink, to cling, to settle, but that's no longer who you are. That version of you, waiting for a reply, wondering if your message was read, that version stays in the past. Because that was you trying to be someone's puppet. You've outgrown the strings. No more standing in the background, no more waiting to be chosen, no more crumbs of affection tossed your way. This is your time to step forward. This is your stage. So pull back from empty gestures, say nothing, and let your silence speak. Watch how they start noticing, second-guessing, regretting. But by then, you'll be too focused on living the care. If they begin to feel the absence you left behind, it won't move you because your strength now comes from wholeness, not validation. You're no longer hoping someone finally sees your value because you already do. And that awareness, That's your breakthrough. Stop chasing likes. Stop uploading stories hoping they'll scroll across your name. If you're posting just to provoke a response, you've already handed over your power. That's not the energy you're walking in anymore. You weren't made to seek reactions. You were made to create impact. And once that clicks, the pressure lifts. Suddenly, everything changes. You begin to realize you never actually needed their attention. You were simply trained to think you did. When you stop trying so hard, something powerful happens. People start wondering. They sense the change, feel the seeds, and start asking questions. But the best part, by the time they look back, you're already far ahead because you reclaimed your energy. And once you've done that, there's no turning back. Repeat this to yourself. I don't chase, I align, I attract. Let that be the thought that anchors you every time you feel the urge to reach out, explain yourself, or look for signs they care. You're not operating from need anymore. You're choosing what serves your peace. And with that shift, everything flips. They become the ones asking what happened. They start thinking about what they gave up and wondering if they still have a chance. But the difference now is they don't know because you're not playing the same role anymore. This transformation, it's never been about them. It's always been about you, about saying yes to your own growth, your own peace, and your own power. The moment you stop investing energy into those who didn't earn it, you make room for everything that truly matters. Your clarity, purpose, and you'll feel it. That inner glow, that undeniable shift. It draws in the right people without effort, without noise. The ones meant to walk with you will recognize your value without needing to be reminded. They'll stay because they see, not because you beg them to look. So the next time you're tempted to chase a reaction, remember who you've become. Don't send a message. Don't refresh their feed. Don't wait on silence that never ends. Instead, remind yourself, I'm whole, I'm worthy, I'm enough, and leave like you know it's true. Let's talk about one of the most commanding shifts you can make, staying unpredictable, keeping them out of your inner circle. Not as a game, but as a declaration that access to you is earned. When someone no longer has instant insight into your every emotion, every move, every update, it changes the balance. People naturally want what feels just out of reach, and nothing sparks curiosity like mystery. If you want to flip the script, start by no longer making yourself fully available. Protect your inner world. Guard your energy. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table, especially if they once took it for granted. Here's the thing, when they know everything, they stop wondering. They lose interest. You've become routine, predictable, and that's when you begin to fade in their mind. But pull back, get quiet, now they start asking questions. Why the silence? Why didn't they respond? What's changed? And just like that, they're stuck in their own mind, thinking about you more than they'd ever admit. Understand, this doesn't mean disappearing completely. It means being intentional. You don't have to delete your accounts or block them. In fact, keeping a bit of presence without explanation is even more powerful. A single post, a quiet moment with no caption, a glimpse into a life they no longer have access to. That's where the real impact lives. Don't overexpose. Leave room for interpretation. Keep them wondering. It's about creating just enough space for them to notice what they lost, without needing to say a word. If they've grown used to instant replies, let them wait. If they expect daily updates, give them silence. Let them sit in uncertainty. Because in that space, you reclaim control. You shift the energy. You remind them that you were never dependent. You were just generous. And generosity, when unappreciated, has every right to be withdrawn. Let unpredictability be your strength. Let your silence echo louder than words. Because those who truly care won't need clues or games to show up. They'll come closer without being summoned. And those who don't, they were never meant to stay. When they think they figured you out, shift your pace. Let them think they know your next move. Then surprise them. That sense of unpredictability keeps them curious, unsure, and constantly watching. It's not a game, it's a boundary. You're simply choosing who gets to witness your journey and who doesn't. This way of moving applies to every interaction. You don't owe lengthy explanations or full transparency to people who misuse their access to you. When they ask what you've been doing, keep it vague. Just staying focused is enough. If they ask how you feel, keep it steady. You don't have to open your heart to someone who didn't handle it with care. They no longer get the privilege of the full picture. And that absence, it creates a void they can't ignore. Here's the reality. When people aren't informed, their minds race. They start asking questions like, did you move on? Are you seeing someone new? Did they lose you for good? That uncertainty becomes its own form of gravity, drawing their attention, stealing their peace. They'll scan your photos, revisit old messages, and replay every last interaction in their heads, looking for clues. But they won't find what they're after. Because this isn't about causing confusion, it's about reclaiming your calm. Choosing privacy sends a powerful signal. You're no longer available for performance. You don't need to show them who you've become or what they've missed. You're focused on living, not proving. Let these words settle in your spirit. I move in silence. Make that your foundation. Every time you feel the urge to overshare or post just to spark a reaction, remind yourself, I move in silence. You're not here to feed anyone's curiosity. You're here to build, to grow, to protect your space from unnecessary noise. Keeping certain people out of your personal process isn't a strategy. It's a shift in the way you value yourself. It's the realization that not everyone should have access to your thoughts, your growth, or your next chapter. It's about discernment, deciding who gets to witness your transformation and who only gets to wonder. Once they notice they're no longer on the inside, that access they once took for granted suddenly becomes the thing they want the most. But this time, it's on your terms. So the next time you feel tempted to explain yourself, to post something to stir their curiosity, or to reach out just to see if they still care, pause, breathe, repeat to yourself, I move in silence. Let them stay unsure. Let them sit in the unknown. Because when people don't know where they stand, they crave clarity. And that craving fuels obsession. By the time they figure out what's happening, you'll have already advanced so far that catching up won't even matter. Now let's talk about protecting your time like it's gold. Owning your time means no longer waiting on that text, that call, or that moment of attention. It means no longer reshaping your schedule just to fit into someone else's story. It means focusing your time and energy on what truly builds your future. Because here's a truth that many learn too late. If you don't value your time, no one else will. Consider how often you've wasted days waiting for someone's reply or rushed to be available the moment they call. That's not just time wasted, it's self-worth handed away. When you're always available, you're telling the world your time can be interrupted, delayed, or dismissed. But when you respect your hours, others begin to respect them too. From this point forward, you are the keeper of your schedule. No more canceling commitments for someone who won't even prioritize you. No more hovering around for their attention. When you treat your time like a limited resource, others take notice. They begin to treat your presence like the gift it is. And that shift, it begins the moment you decide that your time is no longer up for negotiation. Here's one place to start. Stop replying to every message instantly. Just because someone reaches out doesn't mean you owe them your immediate attention. You are not a 24-hour access point. Take care of your business first. Finish your workout. Wrap up your thoughts. Focus on what matters to you. Then respond when you're ready, not when they expect it. That pause in response, it speaks volumes. It silently says, my world doesn't stop for you. And people will notice. They'll begin to see that your attention must be earned. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Value your time, protect your space, and carry yourself with quiet strength. You move in silence, not to hide, but to rise without interference. Remember this, you're not here to chase. You're here to attract. When you truly grasp that, everything begins to shift. Life starts aligning in ways you never imagined. The key is to fill your days with things that truly uplift you. When your focus is on growth, whether it's building your career, developing a craft, working on your health, or spending time with people who bring light into your world, you begin to rise. That kind of focus leaves no space for meaningless distractions. When your calendar is filled with things that push you forward, you stop caring about who didn't call or who didn't show up. Your life becomes rooted in purpose, not petty concerns. And here's the twist. The moment you stop making yourself available to everyone at every moment, that's exactly when they start noticing. That's when the world begins to respect your boundaries. So build a life filled with intention, and you'll see how quickly people begin to treat your time with value. 1. Learn to say no without apologizing. One of the most powerful ways to honor your worth is by learning to say no, without flinching, without guilt. Your time matters. Your peace matters. If someone reaches out at the last minute and you've already made plans, even if that plan is simply a quiet evening by yourself, stand firm, say no. You don't need to overextend yourself to please people who wouldn't do the same for you. That's not selfish. That's called honoring your boundaries. Too often, you've said yes when your heart was screaming no. Yes to situations you didn't want to be in. Yes to people who didn't respect your effort. Yes to tasks that drained your soul. Every one of those yeses taught people that it was okay to put their wants ahead of your well-being. But now things are different. From here on out, your no is your protection. It's your shield. It keeps your energy from being scattered and your time from being wasted. Some people won't like it. They'll try to guilt you, maybe even accuse you of changing. But that's their discomfort, not your burden. Their reaction reveals more about their expectations than your integrity. Every time you say no to something that drains you, you say yes to the life you're meant to lead. It's not about rudeness, it's about clarity. Don't explain, don't negotiate, don't apologize. Say it plainly, no, I'm not available. And then stop there. No is a complete sentence. Say it with strength, say it with certainty, say it for your future. This is how you begin to reclaim your energy. This is how you build a life that serves your purpose. The ones who respect your no, those are the ones worth keeping close. 2. Demand more, accept nothing less. Your time matters. Your peace matters. If someone reaches out at the last minute and you've already made plans, even if that plan is simply a quiet evening by yourself, stand firm. Say no. You don't need to overextend yourself to please people who wouldn't do the same for you. That's not selfish. That's called honoring your boundaries. Too often you've said yes when your heart was screaming no. Yes to situations you didn't want to be in. Yes to people who didn't respect your effort. Yes to tasks that drained your soul. Every one of those yeses taught people that it was okay to put their wants ahead of your well-being. And it starts with refusing to settle for the bare minimum. So many stay stuck, hoping things will improve if they're patient enough. But the truth is, people treat you how you allow them to treat you. If you keep accepting crumbs, you'll keep getting crumbs. Want more respect? Want to feel seen and valued? Then raise your expectations and don't lower them for anyone. Settling becomes a cycle. You start convincing yourself that what you have is the best it will ever be. That mindset keeps you stuck. But remember this, what you tolerate teaches others how to treat you. This isn't only about others, it's about what you believe you deserve. If you constantly accept less, you start telling yourself that's all you're worth. Enough of that. Set the bar higher. And if someone refuses to meet you there, that speaks volumes about them, not you. You don't need to shrink yourself to fit someone's limited view. You don't need to downplay your standards to be accepted. In every relationship, every job, every situation, you deserve respect, consistency, and care. And yes, some people will try to make you feel like you're asking for too much. That's because they don't want to give more. But don't buy into that. The right people will meet you where you stand. The wrong ones will call you too much because they're not willing to grow. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for what's right. Demand it. 3. Silence is power. No explanation required. There is unmatched strength in silence. One of the biggest traps that people fall into is the need to explain every decision they make. But you don't owe anyone that. The more you explain, the more room you give others to question you, criticize you, or persuade you to change your mind. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need to break yourself down into bite-sized reasons for someone else to understand your boundaries. When you say no, say it once and say it with conviction. The moment you start explaining, you risk opening a door you were meant to keep closed. And before long, you're back where you never wanted to be. Your time belongs to you. Your energy is yours to protect. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It means confidence. It means you're grounded enough to know your decisions don't require anyone's stamp of approval. You are not here to convince the world of your worth. You're here to live it. So, move in peace, speak with purpose, and when needed, stand firm in your silence. Your time matters. Your peace matters. If someone reaches out at the last minute and you've already made plans, even if that plan is simply a quiet evening by yourself, stand firm. Say no. You don't need to overextend yourself to please people who wouldn't do the same for you. That's not selfish. That's called honoring your boundaries. Too often, you've said yes when your heart was screaming no. Yes to situations you didn't want to be in. Yes to people who didn't respect your effort. Yes to tasks that drained your soul. Every one of those yeses taught people that it was okay to put their wants ahead of your well-being. But now things are different. From here on out, your no is your protection. It's your shield. It keeps your energy from being scattered and your time from being wasted. Some people won't like it. They'll try to guilt you, maybe even accuse you of changing. But that's their discomfort, not your burden. Their reaction reveals more about their expectations than your integrity. Every time you say no to something that drains you, you say yes to the life you're meant to lead. It's not about rudeness, it's about clarity. Don't explain, don't negotiate, don't apologize. Say it plainly. No, I'm not available. And then stop there. No is a complete sentence. Say it with strength. Say it with certainty. Say it for your future. This is how you begin to reclaim your energy. This is how you build a life that serves your purpose. The ones who respect your no, those are the ones worth keeping close. 2, demand more, accept nothing less. Number 5, own your time and your world begins to change. The path to protecting your time and your energy is one of courage. It demands self-worth, resilience, and a refusal to be available for what doesn't feed your future. But hear this, it's worth every step. When you prioritize what truly matters and schedule your life around purpose, you show the world your time is sacred ground. You're not here to be average, you're here to be intentional. Time ownership goes far beyond organizing your day. It's a complete mindset reset. It means no longer reacting to everything and everyone. It means making the calls that shape your life. Stop holding your breath, waiting for permission, waiting for approval, waiting for someone to see your potential. Make the first move. Build the opportunity. Chart the course. When you begin to manage your time with clarity, you stop being a background character in someone else's narrative and start leading your own. And something beautiful happens. Things begin to shift. Your joy no longer relies on anyone else's plans. You become sharper, more driven, more fulfilled, and people will notice. They'll question your newfound focus. They'll wonder why access to you feels different. And by the time they realize what's changed, you'll be too focused on growth to look back. Say this out loud. My time belongs to me. Let that phrase echo in your mind every time you're tempted to put someone else's comfort before your own priorities. You weren't put here to be a backup plan. You weren't designed to burn yourself out chasing people who never truly saw you. Walk in purpose. Make each moment matter. Each decision, each hour should reflect the person you are becoming. When you start protecting your time like a visionary, people won't just notice. They'll chase after the version of you they once took for granted. Number 6, level up and leave them speechless. It's time to transform. Let them stay confused while you rise. Let them wonder what happened, where the old version of you went, and how you became this refined force. But let's be clear, this transformation isn't about appearance. It's a full upgrade, inside and out. The real glow up is internal. It's mental clarity. It's emotional strength. It's spiritual elevation. And it's not for applause. It's for your well-being. This isn't about making anyone feel regret. This is about stepping fully into who you were meant to be. The greatest victory is becoming so centered, so radiant, so resilient that whether they notice or not is irrelevant. But truth be told, they will notice. They won't be able to look away. And when they finally see the shift, they won't know what to say. Because a true glow up starts with your mindset. It's about no longer looking outward for approval. It's about releasing the weight of needing to prove anything to anyone. You were never made to shrink. You were never meant to play small. Your life isn't a rehearsal. It's the real thing. So, step 1, upgrade your habits. Treat your health, your peace, your dreams like they matter. Nourish your body, protect your thoughts, speak life into your future. Respect yourself enough to build a foundation that can't be shaken by opinions or neglect. This is your season. This is your turn to rise, with or without applause. Move with purpose every day. Rest like it's sacred. And listen to what your body truly needs. Don't do it to impress anyone. Don't move for praise, applause, or digital validation. Do it because your body is your home. Because you deserve to feel alive, strong, and grounded. When you feel right within yourself, confidence starts to show, without a word. Whether anyone sees it or not, your glow becomes undeniable. Next, place growth at the top of your list. Learn the skill you've been avoiding. Throw yourself into your craft, your calling, your mission with fresh commitment. Surround yourself with people who feed your energy, not those who drain your fear. Each time you choose growth, whether by learning, creating, or simply embracing joy, you send a clear signal to the world. I matter. I am choosing myself. You're no longer standing in the shadows hoping to be recognized. You've already recognized your own value. And as your energy shifts, so will the reactions around you. People will start wondering, why do they look so at peace? Who are they with? What changed? But you won't explain. You won't overshare. You won't broadcast your every move. You'll simply grow, quietly, powerfully. Repeat this to yourself. I rise for me. Let it be your new reminder. When the urge to prove your progress calls out, ignore it. Let your transformation speak in silence, because the most powerful glow-up isn't loud. It doesn't ask for attention. It just is. And when others finally notice, it won't make a difference, because by then, you'll be far too focused, far too radiant to be affected. So go build what's meant for you. Work in silence. Let your progress stir the curiosity. Remember, real strength isn't in being visible. Real strength is knowing you never needed to be seen to be complete. Now stay solid, untouchable in your emotional strength. This is where real power begins. When your emotions are no longer under anyone else's control, you reclaim everything. Emotional strength isn't about shutting yourself down. It's about knowing when and how to respond, if at all. When someone can't get a reaction from you, they begin to realize they never had influence over you to begin with. Those who love stirring your emotions, testing you, disappearing on you, feeding you just enough to keep you around, they start to panic when their games stop working. The silence drives them crazy, but your peace isn't up for negotiation anymore. Being emotionally grounded doesn't mean you're numb. It means you've reached a place where composure is your default, where you no longer lose sleep over those who don't respect your energy, where you walk away without needing closure, without looking back. Every time you choose calm over chaos, silence over shouting, and grace over impulse, you send a message. I am in control. Say this out loud. I stay centered, unshaken. This isn't just a quote. It's how you carry yourself now. And something beautiful happens when you embody this energy. Your surroundings start to shift. People either rise to meet your level or fall away. And either way, you've already won. Now step into a new way of living. Become the magnet, not the chaser. This is where everything starts to turn. Chasing approval, chasing love, chasing recognition. It's exhausting. It leaves you empty. But when you embody self-worth, when you know who you are, everything that matches your energy starts finding you. Magnets don't chase, they attract. They don't beg or plead, they radiate power, and everything drawn to that frequency finds its way. That's who you are now. The one who doesn't move for validation, the one who attracts peace, loyalty, and purpose simply by being aligned. So keep working on yourself, refine your gifts, live your truth, and trust what's meant for you never needs to be chased. It arrives because it recognizes who you've become. Here's the truth. Becoming the magnet means you've mastered the strength of release. You're no longer chasing things that were never meant to stay. You're not searching for someone to make you feel complete, because you already are. Say it with conviction. I attract. I do not chase. Let that be your declaration. Each time you feel tempted to force a moment, pursue what resists, or cling to what drifts, speak it again. I attract. I do not chase. That statement is your anchor. It centers you. It reminds you of your worth. This mindset keeps you grounded in confidence. You trust that what aligns with your spirit will flow to you, and what doesn't will quietly fade. You are the magnet. You are the blessing. And the only validation that truly matters is the one you give yourself. Stand tall in your identity. Move with boldness. Let the world pause and question how they overlooked the light you carry. Let them sit with their silence, reflecting on the moment they underestimated your value. You didn't ask for permission to grow. You didn't beg for recognition. You simply showed up, whole, fearless, and ready. You've arrived unapologetically, and now you're here to stay. Now it's your turn. Embrace your strength, speak your truth, and let your presence speak louder than your past. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who needs a reminder of their power. And remember, your energy is